All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to unpack what is, hands down, one of the wildest Hulk stories I have ever come across. We're talking classic movie monsters, a super bleak dystopian future, and a family reunion that absolutely no one, and I mean no one, saw coming. Buckle up, because this one's a trip.
So let's start with the central question here, which is just completely absurd on its face. How in the world did the Hulk end up in 1890s London? And not just visiting, but throwing down with the king of all vampires, the one and only Dracula. And you know what? If you think that's strange, it gets so much weirder. How does that fight, that one specific throwdown in Victorian England, lead to him meeting his future nephews? Yeah, you heard me right. It sounds totally impossible, but trust me, it all connects in this bizarre, unexpected way. So let's break this whole thing down.
Okay, so here's where it all begins. It's a classic setup, right? A big fight with a supervillain known as the Leader. But this one goes completely off the rails. There's no clean victory here. Instead, they both get zapped and sent hurtling through time, landing, you guessed it, smack dab in the middle of 1890s London. So the second they land in the past, it's like a messed up version of picking teams for dodgeball. The Leader, well, he wastes absolutely no time. Being the evil genius he is, he immediately tracks down the baddest dude in town, Count Dracula. So with those two teaming up, Hulk is kind of forced to find his own monstrous allies, and his first pick is none other than Frankenstein's monster. You gotta ask, right? What could a super genius from the future possibly offer a guy like Dracula? Well, the Leader offers him the ultimate prize. He promises to build this thing called a gamma furnace. Basically, it's a giant machine that will just constantly pump a cloud of gamma smoke into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun forever. It's a vampire's paradise, letting Dracula and his army rule the world 24/7. But here's the thing, getting Frankenstein's monster and his buddies on board? Not so easy. You gotta see it from their perspective. They're like, wait a minute, you want us to save a world that's only ever feared us, hunted us, and called us the monsters? It's a pretty solid point, honestly. So Hulk really has to plead his case, telling them this isn't just about saving humanity. It's about them finally getting the chance to be the heroes they were never allowed to be.
Okay, and this is where the villain's plan goes from just evil to truly diabolical. The Leader isn't just about machines. He goes full mad scientist and creates a biological weapon. He actually takes Dracula's vampire curse and soups it up with gamma radiation. The result? A super virus so potent, so incredibly powerful, it could actually turn the Incredible Hulk himself into a vampire. So, picture this. Hulk just managed to take down Dracula in the past. Victory, right? Nope. Just as he's about to catch his breath, he's just gone. Ripped out of his own time. He doesn't get to go home. Instead, he's yanked into this completely strange, completely terrifying dystopian future. Yeah, some kind of unseen force just pulls him right through this shimmering portal. One second, he's in 1890s London. The next, he's dropped into a world that is totally and completely unrecognizable. So, who was it? Who pulled him into the future? Well, this is the first major twist of the story. The person who summoned him is the future son of his teammate She-Hulk and, wait for it, another teammate, A-Bomb. Yeah, wild. Oh, but if you think that's where the family drama ends, we are just getting started. It gets way, way more complicated. Because we're not just talking about one secret kid here. We're talking about a whole new generation of Hulks. So, Hulk gets taken to this secret base, and he finds out something that just completely blows his mind. In this future, She-Hulk has had children with all of the members of their super team. But there's one big mystery left. The smartest kid of the bunch, a boy they call Junior, has a different father. And nobody knows who he is. All right, so who's the big bad in this dark future? Well, surprise, surprise, it's the Leader again. But he's leveled up big time. His plan for world domination has evolved into something way more effective, and frankly, way more horrifying than just a fancy smoke machine. Okay, check out how terrifyingly simple his new plan is. Step 1. He scans and teleports every single human being on the planet. Step 2, he replaces them all with perfect clones of himself. And step 3, he just banishes all the original humans to the negative zone, which is this nasty antimatter dimension, to be trapped there for good. But wait, here's the real kicker. The physical Leader, the guy with the big head, he's gone. He actually managed to download his entire consciousness into a massive supercomputer. So he's basically become this immortal, all-powerful AI that controls an entire planet of himself. So as the heroes are confronting this digital monster, the leader drops the single biggest bombshell of the entire story. He looks right at Junior, the smartest of She-Hulk's kids, and he says, "I can't allow my own son to ruin my plans." That's right. The leader is Junior's father. So here we are. We've got two completely broken timelines that desperately need fixing. And to set things right, it's going to take actions in both the past and the future. You know what that means? It's time for Hulk to do what he does best: smash reality itself back into place. So here's how it all goes down, happening across two different timelines at once. Back in the past, just as he's about to get bitten and turned into a vampire, Hulk unleashes a massive thunderclap. It's so powerful, it blows away all the gamma smoke, the sun comes out, and poof, the entire vampire timeline is just instantly erased. At the very same moment, in the future, Junior uses his genius to reverse the teleportation, bringing every human back from the negative zone. And for the grand finale, Hulk just smashes that supercomputer to bits, deleting the leader's AI for good. You know, before Hulk gets sent back to his own time, there's this really surprisingly touching moment with Junior. The leader's own son looks at Hulk and tells him, "You are a better father than the leader could ever be." It's just this incredible little moment that shows how much of a hero Hulk really is, even in these messed up, twisted timelines. So Hulk finally makes it back to the present. The timeline is, well, it's mostly fixed. His team managed to round up all the crazy dimensional monsters the leader set loose while he was gone, so Hulk just uses some time travel tech to send them all back where they came from. The leader is defeated, but you know how it is, he still vows he'll be back. And that just leaves us with that classic time travel question, doesn't it? After an adventure this chaotic, I mean, we're talking vampires, secret future children, entire alternate realities, can you ever really, truly fix a timeline? Or are there always little cracks left behind? That's something to chew on. Thanks for diving into this one with us.